But I look at the life of Peter. You know, the testimony of Peter is just outstanding. When you look at how it looks like to live in the fullness of God, because how many of you know Peter was not living in the fullness of God when he was called to the ministry? He was doing what the rest of us were doing every single day. He was just punching in, living his own truth, doing whatever his feelings and emotions felt like doing, much like how we've been. I am so inspired when I look at who Peter was in the beginning, and then I read about him in Acts. I read about him living in the fullness of God. And I tell you what, if you need to be inspired, just read Peter's story in the beginning of Acts. When he knows that he knows that he knows whose he is, that he has a purpose and that he has a calling. And he goes down and he begins to preach. Man, I want to talk about somebody that was living in faith. Somebody who kicked fear out the door and had a reverence for God. The guy started preaching in the street, and the church grew to 3,000 in one sermon.